pleasure today to share with you the 2021 February and March CIE questions. Today we will discuss paper 1. So there are a few things that I would like to share with you. First of all, there are a few basic level questions. For example, we can take a look. Paper 1 MC question 4 is regard the definition of macroeconomics. Okay, so when we tackle this kind of question, we just need to understand the differences between microeconomics and macroeconomics. As you know, for microeconomics, it focuses on the individual behavior, such that we know, for example, a product. So that for option A, that would be microeconomics. Price elasticity of supply, micro, individual level. Okay, a market, individual level. So all these are regarded as individual level. So the answer goes to D. So question 4 is a kind of basic level question. Two more basic level questions. Okay, this one talks about the formula to calculate the total revenue. That is equals to price times quantity. So that's a very basic one. So you can make use of the formula price, quantity, and multiple. That gives you the answer B. So this type of question is to differentiate whether candidate know the formula of total revenue. The last basic question in this exam series is what are the components in the government budget. Okay, that is T minus G, or you may say taxation minus government expenditure. So that goes to A. Okay, so these are the basic level questions. Okay, as appear as usual in the 2021 series. Aspect that I would like to talk about is about the calculation. Okay, so there are few calculation questions that I would like to go through with you. Indeed, there are a lot of candidates. Okay, they don't know how to do it. So, example, okay, price elasticity of supply, okay, is equals to the percentage change of the quantity supply over the percentage change in price. So that's a very important formula. If candidates ignore this kind of formula, then they may not be able to get the correct answer. Another calculation question. So this question is about the average variable cost. So you have to grab the formula again. So it will be equal to the total variable cost, total variable cost over the quantity. So bear in mind, this one is the total cost. This one is the total cost, and you have to differentiate the total fixed cost and the total variable cost. So the total variable cost would is equal to XW. Okay, equal to XW, and the quantity would be 0 kil. Okay, 0 kil. Okay, XW over 0 kil. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay. And then in the next section, I would like to highlight the difficult questions that you encountered in the 2021 series, including this one. Okay. What might cause deflation? Okay. What might cause deflation? So there are a few theories talk about the change in the price level. I would suggest that you take a look at each options first. Okay. Say for example, this one, rising oil price, it will lead to cost push inflation. So this one, it won't be the answer. Okay, this one would be the answer. Next, the shortage of skilled labor. Okay, the shortage of skilled labor, that would also cause the rise in the labor cost. So it's also cost push inflation. So the answer, okay, must not be option C and option D. So the answer will go to A or B. So this one, insufficient investment. Insufficient investment. For option B, is about the loss of confidence. Okay. So think about it. Okay. You need to read the question. The question talks about sustain. Okay. So for this one, insufficient private capital investment, is it sustainable? Okay, that's a question mark. But okay, when people lost confidence in the government policy, so it's a sustained effect. So the answer goes to B. So this one is quite difficult. So students, okay, they need to master the definition of deflation. Okay, that's it's a sustained drop. Okay, in the price level, sustained. And another difficult question in this 2021 series is the question 27. So this one talk about trade protection. So usually students might pick a tariff, embargo, or import quota. But these are not the answers in this question. Because in this question, it talks about lower the prices, okay, for domestic firm to lower the prices. So indeed, it's subsidy, okay. So bear in mind, okay, don't, okay, pick these, okay, common options, okay. You have to read the question carefully. The last difficult question goes to question 28, okay, question 28. It's about, okay, to cater the deficit in the current account. In this question, okay, so if you want to tackle the current account deficit, so what you need to do, of course, okay, think about what is the meaning of current account, okay. So it equals to the export minus import. So when there is a deficit, that means, okay, it is smaller than 0. So what we're going to do, we need to raise the export, okay, raise the export, or okay, we need to lower the value of import. Okay, so so think about how can we do it? How can we reduce the deficit? So the answers of question 29, okay, will go to. Okay, so let's take a look how to deal with this kind of question. So when we need to tackle it, think about it. So option A is about, okay, the drop in I. Option B is about the drop in C. Option D is about the increase in G. Okay, so all these is all about aggregate demand. The answer will go to C. Okay, when your value of currency drop, the value of currency drop. Okay, so people will regard that, okay, your goods are cheaper to other foreign countries, so they would, you know, so you can raise your export. On the other hand, okay, citizens in your country would regard, okay, the price of the import become more expensive, so they will drop the import. So the option, the answer will go to C. Regarding the new question type, there are two new type of questions. The first one is question 3 in this series. The new question type. The first new question type is the maximum production possibilities and link it up with the opportunity cost. So in this question, it only produced goods, okay, before. So right now, okay, they will produce 20 units of services. So you can see there is a drop in 20 goods to sacrifice it for the increase in services. Okay, so the answer goes to A. Another new type of question. So in this question, okay, it uses a square to represent, the change in price and quantity. So indeed, this is the E, right? E. So C represents price drop and quantity drop. D represents price drop and quantity raise. B represents price and quantity raise. A represent price raise but quantity drop. It's not a really difficult question, okay? So let's take a look. Okay, so what's going on? So the price of a substitutes fall, okay? The price for a substitute fall, then people would buy more substitutes, right? People would buy more substitutes. And then the demand of good X would drop, okay? The demand of good X would drop. That would lead to both price and quantity drop, okay? Both price and quantity drop. So when demand drops, okay, price and quantity drops. So the answer goes to C. So that's a review of the 2021 series. Okay, if you have any question, okay, feel free. Okay, feel free to approach me. Okay, it's my